In what could have been a seismic moment in NBA history, Kevin Durant nearly made a return to the Golden State Warriors at the 2025 trade deadline. A reunion that would have reignited the league's most dominant duo, Durant and Stephen Curry. However, one factor dramatically derailed the reunion: the lingering tension between Durant and Warriors head coach, Steve Kerr. According to Logan Murdoch of The Ringer, Durant's hesitance to rejoin the Warriors, a team with which he won 2 NBA championships, had less to do with his relationship with Draymond Green, often cited as the catalyst for his original departure, and more to do with his unresolved issues with Kerr. The root of Durant's discontent. Durant's departure from Golden State in 2019 was largely overshadowed by the public spat with Green. While many assumed the fractured relationship between the two players was the primary reason for KD's exit, the true cause may have been much deeper. Durant's issues with Steve Kerr were arguably more impactful than any tension with Draymond Green, Murdoch explained. He repeatedly voiced concerns, both publicly and privately, about the Warriors system, which often felt limiting to his individual skill set. These frustrations weren't merely an off-season annoyance. They were part of the daily grind of Durant's final year in the Bay Area. His discomfort with Kerr's offensive system grew to a point where Durant often alluded, sometimes cryptically, that the style of play didn't align with his strengths as an isolation scorer and mismatch exploitative force. The failed trade. What could have been? In what seemed like a perfect storm of possibilities, Durant's potential return to Golden State was tied to a massive 3-team trade that involved the Phoenix Suns and the Miami Heat. The deal, which would have sent Jimmy Butler to Phoenix and Durant back to Golden State, had all the makings of a blockbuster. But then, in a shocking twist, Durant opted to block the trade. For the Warriors, it wasn't the roster or the city that made Durant hesitate. Golden State still boasted Curry and a revamped team ready to make another run at the title. And while Durant's relationship with Draymond Green had been contentious at one point, they had long since buried the hatchet. A stark philosophical divide. When Durant first joined Golden State in 2016, the fit was seamless. The Warriors system, characterized by exceptional ball movement, unselfish play, and three-point shooting, was a perfect complement to Durant's immense scoring talent. However, as Durant settled into the system over the years, he began to feel boxed in. Despite winning 2 Finals MVPs and making 3 straight Finals appearances, Durant was growing increasingly vocal about his preference for isolation basketball, something the Warriors system didn't always facilitate. Kerr's offense was a stark contrast to Durant's style of play. Whereas Durant thrived in isolation situations, exploiting mismatches one-on-one, Kerr emphasized a free-flowing offense that prioritized ball movement and equal scoring opportunities for all 5 players on the floor. While this system was highly successful and contributed to Golden State's historic 2015 to 2019 dynasty, Durant felt that his skill set was not always fully utilized. The fallout. What's next for the Warriors and Durant? In the aftermath of Durant's decision to block the trade, the Warriors were left scrambling. Golden State quickly pivoted, securing Jimmy Butler in a deal that would pair him with Curry to create a new dynamic duo in the Bay Area. As for Durant, he was shipped off to the Houston Rockets in a shocking offseason trade, leaving the Warriors, the Suns, and the Heat to reassess their futures. Durant's move to Houston signals the beginning of a new chapter for one of the league's most gifted players. While he's still regarded as one of the best in the game, his decision to leave Golden State suggests that the quest for the perfect fit, both on and off the court, hasn't been fully realized. In the end, Kevin Durant's refusal to return to the Warriors wasn't just a trade that fell through. It was the culmination of years of tension between him and Steve Kerr, a reminder that even the greatest players can be held back by the system they play in. And as Durant embarks on a new journey with the Rockets, one thing remains clear: the NBA world will be watching, wondering where his basketball destiny will take him next.